Welcome back if you're a fan of the channel, and hey, welcome if you're new here. In today's video, I have another webcam match for you with Eric, aka Pokey Oakley. This time we have two new decks to showcase: Tsareena EX versus Garchomp EX. I'm new to Tsareena EX, and the deck is still a little bit weird. I'm not necessarily a control player, so a little bit of learning curve for me for this deck, but Eric has been putting in the time and effort into Garchomp, and he likes the deck a lot, so I'm happy we get to showcase that. And if you guys have good Tsareena EX lists, drop them below, because I think this is a deck I can see myself playing. I want to try to learn, but I still need to fine tune it. I need to tweak it. I need to understand it better. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button, and go ahead and check out Eric's channel, who will be down in the description below. And while you're down there, check out the giveaway link, because I'm giving away a booster box to one of you at 1,000 subscribers. So enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, ready?
Let's do it.
On Sweet and Gible. Draw for turn.
Love to see it.
Battle VIP. Ooh. Bringing my whole mat with me. I forget what Garchomp does, but...
Garchomp, 320 HP, 1 Hydrolander, it's 160, and accelerate 3 energy from the discard to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. And then, let me look up the name of the attack. The second one. Sonic Dive.
Do you attack
120 to any of your opponent's Pokemon. So it does attack the bench, but it can attack the bench, but it can also be to the main. But why would you, if you have 2 energy attached, why would you ever just not Hydrolander to the active?
Yeah.
There could be a reason though. Just putting energy in the discard, potentially, I don't know. Still, I don't think it's worth it. It's a good snipe. Yeah.
Grab you and a Rufflet. Would you call this deck a control deck?
Yeah. It's a control combo deck.
On Sweet. I will attach and retreat the Mew.
Uh-huh.
I will, Serious Tail. Played this card in so long. Top 6 cards.
Yeah. 1 item.
Grab an Ultra Ball.
Yeah, in my list, I've been back and forth on the additional, like, attacker option, whether that's Terrakion or Groudon currently. But I did go up in the Lucarios because that card is kind of insane.
Yeah. Being
a single prize that can hit for, 370 if you do it properly. But that's probably just a last ditch effort.
Yeah. I'll pass.
Okay.
That Groudon is cool. I pulled the secret art for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So against this deck, I don't necessarily want to be doing that. So I think what I'm doing is attaching, and then Iono. Yeah.
Iono. Okay. Did you pick up new? You blinged it out?
I did. Alright, so we'll bench a Riolu, and I think I'm just gonna pass.
Okay. 2 stage 2 decks, it's
slower.
Yeah.
Slower format. Which I think
the
Roaring Moon and Iron Valiants are kind of keeping them in check, but it's like I still think you can play stage 2.
Yeah.
I do think the other thing that is super scary, and why I've been in other builds been leaning farther away from Pidgeot and stuff like that, is Devolution. TM Devolution being in the format makes me want to play like not as many stage 2 Pokemon, like where I'm over extending into them and stuff. So.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
It's a really slow start for my deck. I've been playing it a lot where a lot of solitaire hands and also games online where I've had faster starts than this, but this is fine. Against your deck it's kind of fine, but I still need to get going the next turn if I'm not getting going.
Maybe Maybe I didn't need to drop that. I'm just gonna fail it.
Okay. No Bib or Bidoof.
This list didn't have one, the one that I saw, and I hadn't done, like, I hadn't seen this deck too much, but I was like, I kind of want to try it out. So I kind of let somebody else, you know what I mean, dictate what the list should be.
Yeah, and then you could tinker from that point.
From there, yeah. But I think some card draw makes a lot of sense.
For sure.
I'll attach and pass.
Let's draw. I will attach to Riolu. Yeah. Nest Ball. Grab. Bidoof. Let me double check on a couple things. Another part about this deck is I have not been mulliganing as much because it plays a higher Pokemon count, which I am enjoying.
Yeah.
A lot. I feel like that's something that has kind of just sucked. Rare Candy, Garchomp.
Okay.
And I will Hydrolander, kill the Mew.
Okay.
Take one prize.
Alright, Bonsweet. See what we can do. Draw. That is cool. Okay. Weirdo.
Yep.
I do have one actual Tsareena. Tsareena Tsareena. The T throws me off, man.
It totally does.
Oh, no.
Okay. I think we're gonna do a whole video on mispronouncing stuff here soon. Yeah, like there's been a huge discussion on my Discord about Pidgeot versus Pidgeot.
I say Pidgeot. There's an O. Pidgeot. There's definitely an O in there.
But Pigeon is Pigeon.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So that's the counter argument. But then also it's Pidgeotto. So you have to, you know what I mean, for the stage one. So yeah, there's a lot of that. It's fun. This is very fun.
Rare Candy evolve.
Yep.
I cut this one so bad. You can't see it on camera. You can kind of see it. You can see it. I'll attach. I will put Panic Mask on.
Uh-huh.
Drop Path, which I don't even think that's relevant in this matchup, but...
I do play Radiant Greninja, but I don't have it set up. Yeah.
Alright, and then I will Icicle Soul your Garchomp.
So 290.
Yeah, it does. Leaves you with 30 HP. And then Panic Mask. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon card. Wait, prevent all damage done to the Pokemon card this Pokemon is attached to by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have 40 HP or less.
Alright. Prevent all damage, though, right? Still attack, essentially. If I wanted to... Alright.
Prevent all damage done, yeah.
Yeah. I will draw. Alright. Gible, Bibarel.
Yeah, so you could attack, get the energy, but not do any damage. That's what you're...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me actually... I gotta look up... Okay. Yeah, that doesn't... Part of me wants to draw more cards, though. So, benching... Am I going to be eating up this bench by space? I think I am. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to play that. We're going to Bibarel for 4 cards.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Bench another Riolu. Actually, I'm going to pull that back.
Sure.
I'm going to Nest Ball. Or that doesn't feel bad either. Then we wasted that spot on Manaphy. So Yeah, I think I need to get this going. Yeah, I'm gonna Nest Ball for Riolu instead.
Sure.
To thin the deck more. I'm gonna go back in. Evolve up to a Lucario. We'll attach there. Retreat into Lucario. Roaring Resolve. 20 damage. And attach.
Garchomp has 1 retreat?
Free retreat.
A free retreat?
Garchomp is insane, dude.
That is nuts. Good for Garchomp.
It's so good. I know, dude. The free retreat portion of him is why I am absolutely loving the card. It does so much.
Stage 2 for your retreat.
Okay, so we're hitting for 190 against 320 or 310.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad. What does that do for us, though? We're still pretty behind here. Yep, we'll just hit for 190.
190.
And I will pass.
190. Alright, draw. Wait. Ball.
Uh-huh.
And then I will just drop kick, hit for 180, heal myself for 30.
30? Yep. Okay. Chomp it up, going to chomp, and draw. Bench Riolu. Irida. This is a really difficult matchup. I think I have to be really smart. Is this what's happening? It is not what is happening. Thank you. I thought I had both. I thought I had 2 chomps in the prizes for a second there. I did not look, but we're okay. Rare Candy Garchomp. I wonder if this Manaphy is going to be what hurts us, because I want to know, and I'll be able to look back at it, but I think that in this situation, the extra card may have been more relevant, and I don't recall exactly what I drew, but limiting my bench here is tough. Rare Candy Garchomp. And then I will Bibarel for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, well, that's actually pretty relevant here. Yeah, actually, that helps us a ton. I didn't even think about this. I forgot this card was in there. This puts us ahead quite a bit. Yeah. I'm going to Lucario. I'm going to Lost Vacuum the Panic Mass.
Yep.
Pitching Heavy Ball. And then, not going into my deck. What am I doing? I am going into my discard. I will Hydrolander for 160.
Okay.
And accelerate 3 energy. We're going to go 1 here. Oh! Before I do that attack.
Yep.
Roaring Resolve.
Roaring Resolve. Yes, yeah.
Yes. Yep. Sorry about that. That's sequencing.
Yep.
Grabbing 1 energy from my deck. Putting 20 onto Lucario. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll take 2 prizes.
2 prizes, yep. Draw. Dang.
Lost Vacuum stock rising. I'm telling you.
I'll research.
Yep.
Gotta throw away my Tsareena, that's okay. 2, 3, 6, 7.
Funny thing is Braviary gets around Jirachi.
Put 3 damage counters on each of your opponents.
Because Jirachi is basic Pokemon.
Oh, attacks from basic Pokemon, or effects from basic Pokemon. Or
I
it
think
only,
it's effects.
or it
Yeah,
only
I think it's.
protects.
Let me read the card exactly. It says,
I have
prevent
instructions.
all damage counters from being placed on your benched Pokemon by effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon.
Wow.
So,
By your opponent's Pokemon.
by your opponent's basic Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
So, it doesn't work. I don't think Jirachi works against Tachyon Bits. Because it's not an attack, it's an ability.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's really just a Lost Box. It's just a Sableye. It's literally just Sableye.
It's literally Sableye and Medicham.
Yeah.
Stops both of those.
Yeah. Play Radiant, Tsareena, and then I will Eerie Cry, which will KO Garchomp. Yes, and put 50.
But the Lucario.
Another 30. Yeah, sorry.
And
Take 2 prizes.
Has 120. All right, we're gonna go into Garchomp here. What are we concerned with? I don't know exactly what we are concerned with here. All right, you're at 3 prizes. I'm at 3 prizes. Oh.
What?
Oh, Lucario is not a rule box Pokemon, so Path, it gets through Path.
Correct. Yeah, you're okay.
I just needed to make sure I didn't misplay there.
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay.
That's why I said I don't really know if Path was even a...
If I had the Greninja set up, it would have been very strong. But
Yeah.
and I usually prioritize that, but I had a slow start, and I got the Bibarel going.
This might be a deck along with Roaring Moon that I actually build. Like Roaring Moon, I'm 100% going to build because I think it's already seen some great success.
Yeah.
And it looks like fun. Or it is fun. Not looks like fun.
Alright, so Roaring Resolve puts that to 70. That's fine. I will Roaring Resolve.
Lucario has what, 120?
Yeah. So this goes to 70. Let's just grab it. One. You just KO that. You come up and do that. I don't think we are worried about this bird. Yeah, I'm gonna boss's orders your Bone Sweet.
Okay.
I'm going to... I think it's just better to do that.
I actually,
Hello,
now
love.
that I'm thinking about this, yeah.
I need 1 second.
Go ahead. Yep. I'm just gonna talk for the video's sake. I think that instead of Radiant Tsareena here, I actually think Alakazam could be pretty useful in this situation because I'm gonna lose Bounsweet, and I think like using Alakazam to take some damage counters off of Lucario, move them onto maybe the Riolu or maybe even the Manaphy, and then use Bravery, could actually be a pretty decent strategy. I do understand kind of why Tsareena is in the deck, but I feel like Alakazam could be a cool Radiant play. To move some damage counters around, and then if you do get caught in these situations, just use Breviary to just stack some damage counters across. But who knows? I didn't fully build this deck as I mentioned, so I took this off of a Limitless page. So I think that there is some room to build it and to mess around with it.
All right, so we bossed that up. We're going to put barrel for 1. Not likely going to get KO'd. You were talking about Radiant Alakazam?
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, instead of Tsareena here, Alakazam, I move some damage counters over to Riolu, coming back in with Bravery. You know what I mean? Just to...
I think it's really strong. Like, the healing aspect can be good and relevant, but it's not that much. And I think Alakazam just allows you to potentially put stuff into Panic Mask range and things like that to make it more difficult for them to play the game. Hydrolander. I'll accelerate onto the benched Riolu. Yes. And take 1 prize.
Alright, draw.
Yep. I'm on the ground.
Irida.
Yep. That's why I was like, he's one Irida away from getting the Tsareena going again.
I had it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Grab a Super Rod. Tsareena.
You playing the low energy count as well, like 5?
Yeah, this one was 8.
Okay. I've seen some builds that are playing like as low as 5. Which I think is wild.
Yeah, 5 does seem wild. I think then you're just going for the straight. You're just like, you're never probably using the second attack, or you're just using Tsareena.
You're setting up to Braviary
six prizes in one turn. Like yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm.
You going back in? Ultra Ball. I had a really funny moment on stream when the bird's resistance to fighting.
Yeah.
Because it's a ground resistance in the game, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I don't know why it tickled my funny bones so much. But I was like, yeah, you just don't fight birds.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Like I don't know why that I just couldn't stop laughing at my own dumb joke.
All right, then I guess I just have the Eerie Cry.
Eerie Cry. So this goes to 100.
Yep.
Which is relevant. Right. Let's go.
You have 2 prizes?
I have 2 prizes. I will. Can't do that. I think I am going to Irida here.
Okay. So you only have 2 water Pokemon, right? You have Manaphy.
3.
Oh, 3. Manaphy Greninja.
Rated Garchomp.
Oh, Garchomp's water, right?
Yeah. So I'll go
water. Okay.
Radiant Greninja and Ultra Ball. I am shuffling and I don't need to. Alright, we're gonna Ultra Ball this Greninja and Energy to grab Lucario. Put it on there. I will Roaring Resolve to this Lucario. While I'm in there, now I will shuffle.
Roaring Resolve, you do damage based off how much energy you discard, right?
Aura Sphere Volley is 10 plus. Discard all fighting energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 60 more damage for each card you discard this way.
Got it. Yep.
And yeah. It costs 2 fighting energy to make that happen. Not gonna bench that. I will. So I use that. I will Bibarel for 1. I'll attach there. And I will Hydro Lander for 160 and the KO and accelerate 1 to be benched.
Resistance was unfortunately not enough.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay. Going to bounce. You have 1 prize.
I have 1 prize.
Draw. I will Rare Candy Evolve.
Yep.
I'll attach Panic Mask. I'll Pokegear.
Yep.
Seven cards. Nothing.
Whiffies.
It's okay.
I love Pokegear, but that is the part of it. And it's like, well, that's why you play Luminion. It's like, well, Iron Hands is in the format.
Yeah.
You don't play Luminion. Like, you just like, alright. You have to play like a collapsed stadium with Luminion and Squawk because like you just can't have such an easy 3 prize target in I think going to be a very meta relevant deck and very popular deck. I think Chen-Pao Iron Hands is going to be one of the most popular decks at Latin America.
I think so too. How much energy do you have attached over there on that guy?
5 on this Lucario, 4 on this benched one, and 1 to my Garchomp.
What are your Garchomp? So 5 hits for 310.
Mm-hmm.
Is unfortunate. Okay, I think I have to Iono.
Okay.
And I have to pass. I didn't hit
Didn't
my
hit it.
energy.
Alright, so I think I got
I think
it.
if you just have energy, right? You just because you
No,
can't.
I mean this Lucario hits for 310.
But a Panic Mask, it has less than 40 HP, right?
Oh yeah.
But the other one doesn't.
Okay, so here we go. Irida.
Yeah. Lost Vacuum. Double Lost Vacuum.
No, I have. Okay, I Irida. I fail it. I Roaring Resolve here. The 1 energy left in deck to here. Retreat. Push this one up. That has 40 damage on it, and Aura Sphere Volley
Takes the KO.
for KO. Yeah, I had Super Rod, but I didn't have Energy Retreat. I didn't have a way to get out of it. I also, the Irida is what I pulled off the Iono. So if you would have like counter catchered and trapped the barrel, I could have gone and gotten the.
Yeah, no counter catcher,
counted,
but I actually think counter catcher would be a pretty good card in this deck.
I think it's a necessity because you're
gonna want to go down, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because that was the issue I was in. I had boss in hand.
Yeah.
So I could have bossed the barrel.
But I had switch in hands.
Yeah, and then I remembered
in my hand even if you didn't Iono.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then I remembered, I can just. He can't attack me. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I have another turn. You know?
Yeah, the Panic Mask was good. And this is the one thing I've noticed is going with this deck. I've seen a lot of builds playing 10 energy, and I don't think that is enough. I went to 11 with this Garchomp list, and it has felt so much better because I do want to be seeing them, but in a situation like that, it was like the numbers have happened to work out perfectly, but there's times where you're setting up, so you're not always putting energy into the discard, and they stay on your Pokemon for a while. So having just more energy feels really, really strong.
Yeah.
To getting you to the numbers you need to, and setting up the essentially setting up the checkmate plays.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have multiple attackers that can swing very, very big, and I just need to find them. You know, I had a lot of outs there. Escape Rope. I had one more boss's orders in the deck, and I was going to rip some cards off of Bibarel, but we happened to be there with the.
Yeah, if you don't kill that Bond Suite, I have a 3-prize lineup with, I just have to find Bravery again, but Bravery again. So I will go first.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, draw. Unsweet.
What's up, sweetie pies?
I will Mysterious Tail. Grab a Rare Candy. It's all I can pick from.
Yeah. I'm seeing those VIP passes off of those if you can, but it's not always how she goes.
I see Mew get put into some random decks, and I'm like, I don't know about Mew. But then I play it, and I'm like, yeah, Mew's kind of cool.
It's really good, and it can, like, you're like, yeah, fine, KO it. It's 1 prize. I don't really care.
What am I doing?
If you KO that, I'm allowed to do so much more.
Yeah. I'll pass. Good.
Alright, let's see. Let's draw. Alright, I will start with concealed cards.
Okay.
Alright, so that does help us. Alright, I am going to play Artazon and Nest Ball, and I'm going to use Artazon while I'm in there. So I'll Nest Ball Let's see what we're grabbing. Okay. Good. Cards in hand for you?
6.
6 cards. Okay. I can see myself doing that. Okay. We're gonna grab Gible, Riolu, and then I'm going to Ultra Ball away Artazon and Iono. I don't know if this is the play, but I want to keep playing with this card to grab Cleffa.
Okay. Yeah, Cleffa's dope.
I have been sleeping on this card. I think it has very high potential. As a free retreater, an awkward, as we just were talking about with Mew, an awkward single prize Pokemon. That makes it, it's like you don't mind it dying, but if it can just if it draws you any amount of cards, like, yeah, they could Iono, they could Judge, they can do a bunch of stuff, right? Like, they can do a bunch of stuff to that play, and it slows you down a lot, but I still think it's quite strong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we will attach Retreat Greninja into Cleffa. And I did not supporter. Have one, but I don't want to use it. I will Grasping Draw for 5 cards and pass the turn.
Draw. Ultra Ball away path.
You do have an Artazon to use.
Yeah.
I want to remind us because it's
Sometimes
like I wouldn't remind my opponent, but when we're playing webcam games, we have so many games where like, oh, I forgot to use the Mesogosa.
Yeah.
Artazon. I forgot to stop.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, while I'm in here, I'll just use it just because.
Okay.
I'll forget.
Artazon is used.
It's my rufflet.
Also, Radiant Tsareena does nothing to Cleffa.
Radiant Tsareena?
Not Radiant Tsareena. Tsareena
does
nothing to Cleffa because it's already at 3. It's like, yeah, you put it down to 30 HP. Cool. It has 30 HP.
yeah. But you do know it says one of your opponent's Pokemon.
Yeah, I know it can go to the bench.
I will say though that it is pretty relevant if there's no stage 2s out. Like, I hit do it to Gible, and then all of a sudden you evolve it, and it's like, okay,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, it's like setting up to where, like, if I just slow it down and take my attacks in my turn and not like overly play out, like, it can be really strong in that regard.
Yeah.
It's also funny that Braviary can't do anything to this, and this is where that conversation about Radiant Alakazam plays in. Of you move 1 damage counter on the Cleffa, now when you Braviary, it dies. Right?
Yeah.
So like because you can't. Tsareena can't put damage onto a Cleffa, but how often are you going to be playing against a Pokemon that has 30 HP? Like, I think this is the only Pokemon that you would.
And I have a second attack to
deal
with it. So
for sure.
I will research.
Yep. What'd you pitch?
Bosses, Judge, and a VIP.
Boss, Judge, VIP. Good to know.
There it is.
Hey, Daddy-o.
Attach, and I will pass.
Alright. This is actually good for us. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Draw. I will... What are we doing here? Okay, I need to actually think about these plays because there are a lot of lines that I have here and I don't know how we're doing it. That allows us to grab, we have 2 spots. Bench that, grab that. Yeah. Bench Bidoof. Evolve Lucario into Lucario. Concealed cards. No path, yeah. 1, 2. And Instead of Artazon, I'm going to Nest Ball.
Sure.
Again, I'm thinking about this as I want to thin as much as possible, and this helps in doing so. We'll grab Riolu. And we will Roaring Resolve while we're in here. Bench space is tight in this deck. So I have had to be very smart about that, and also I think there are situations where a properly timed Avery or a Collapse Stadium will be interesting, but I think it can be played around, just like TM Devolution can be played around as well.
This deck plays TM De-Evolution, but I was thinking about it. Unless I'm behind, like I'm like, oh, I don't have energy, you know, whatever, then I could De-Evolution your Garchomp, but I don't want to attack it and then De-Evolution, you know what I mean? Because I'm just going from...
And I should shuffle. I shouldn't have shuffled because I am going to... I think that's just the play. Yeah. We'll Irida, Rare Candy Garchomp here.
Okay.
And we will use it. Yeah, a lot of the text that I was considering when it came to this Cleffa was also in regards to it being a free retreater that you don't mind throwing up off of an escape rope, so it doesn't like it doesn't ever feel awkward to have it on the bench. It does die to, I think it's really bad against Iron Valiant, but I do think it is strong. So
yeah, it's true.
We will retreat Cleffa into Garchomp, attach to Garchomp. I will Hydrolander, accelerate 3 energy. Let's see what I'm doing with these. Just do 1 there. And 2 here.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. And I'll take 1 prize.
Draw for turn. It's how much energy for you to do your other attack? 3?
2.
2. Okay. All Artazon. And it does how much to the bench?
120.
As well.
And it discards the energy, so you know. It says discard 2 energy. Okay, it wasn't safe. It's discard all the energy. I don't know why you'd ever end up with 3 energy on a Garchomp EX. That just seems bad.
Yeah.
Manaphy is relevant. I was considering that attack last game, and I was like, well, I can't, because Manaphy.
Yeah.
It's not as good. I don't like. You're not going to get Greninja'd.
No, you're not going to get Greninja, but I think Braver Area is the one, because it'll have 120 here, and I think that would be pretty detrimental. Like, yeah, you could do it on the Bond Sweep, but...
So...
I will Icicle Soul onto Garchomp.
So that goes up to 290 again?
Yeah.
No Panic Mask, yeah?
No Panic Mask, correct.
Okay, this is good for us. Alright, let's see what we can do. The barrel. Do we do that? Do we do that in the deck? I have not used these yet. I am going to Iono.
Okay.
I'm gonna Ultra Ball, pitching Irida and Nest Ball.
Okay.
To grab Lucario, and I will
double Roaring Resolve.
Yeah. That's 20 here. This goes to 40. Part of me thinks I should have considered, but I don't think it matters because I don't like I could have loaded into Lucario, but maybe you would have just used your attack onto Lucario last turn. So I'd still think I would still be in a 2-turn KO on this Tsareena, no matter what I was doing. Alright, and then I will barrel for 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I am going to Earthen Vessel Super Rod, grabbing 2 energy. I will Radiant Greninja 2. And then I will Hydrolander.
Okay.
And I will attach 1 energy.
It's 190, is that what it is?
160. I will attach 1 energy to the 20 HP. Yeah. And go ahead.
I will Ultra Ball. TM Evolution and Tsareena.
Probably, I would assume.
Yeah, grab Braviary. I will also. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'll Artazon.
Okay.
You right now can hit for 190 with the one on your left, right?
Yes. 190 and it's 250.
I will Elegant Heal.
Yep. 140 now, okay.
Yeah, 140. How much damage do Lucarios have?
40 and 20. 40 on the 3, 20 on the 4.
Alright, I'm gonna boss the Lucario with more energy.
More energy? Okay.
Yeah. Attach for turn.
Oh my gosh. Just falling over. I haven't used this many energy cards.
And then I will Chop Kick for 180, healing 30, so I have 110.
Okay. That Lucario is dead.
That's good.
So you're at, what's it at? 110?
110, yeah. Healed 50 that turn.
Yeah, okay. You will go into Garchomp. Let's draw. Full bench. Gible. I think we're more scared of that than anything. I will attach to Gible. I will Boss's Orders the Braviary.
Okay.
I will Bibarel for 1.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, that could have been... No, we needed to do it that way. That's fine. I don't think there's anything else we can really do here other than just play this... Go for this Hydrolander. Yeah, we are going to Hydrolander.
Okay.
Put 1 here.
Hydrolander's from the discard.
Yes, 3
Roaring
energy.
Resolve is from the deck.
Yes.
Got it.
And I'm not Roaring Resolving for a reason.
Okay.
To keep the energy in the deck for now. Yeah, put 1 onto Radiant Greninja, 1 onto Bibarel. And the reason for that is so we don't leave ourselves in a situation where we maybe get trapped. So maybe, yeah, no, that's fine. So we do the 160, kill that, we accelerated. This is still basically dead. Accelerated, yeah, we're good.
Debating what I want to go into. Yeah, let's go into this one.
Okay.
Draw. We'll play Rufflet. Irida. Scrap Rare Candy. Going to Super Rod. Gonna put a Rufflet, a Braviary, and a Tsareena back in. Yeah, all Rare Candy, Evolve. And then I guess I'll Icicle Soul onto Lucario.
Okay, so this goes up to 90.
Yeah. Oh, also, sorry, I'm gonna Radiant Tsareena just down.
Yep. Let's draw. Let me make sure I didn't already. Yep. Draw. I am going to no Panic Mask on that. I'm gonna use Roaring Resolve. I'm gonna retreat into the powered up Lucario. And I think we're just going to 310.
Yep.
It's 5 energies. So this is at 110 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5.
I'll draw.
I'll draw 2 prizes.
I will heal myself down to 70.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the retreat cost on that?
2.
Then I'm gonna Icicle Soul onto the Bibarel.
The Bibarel is up to 90. I will draw. I will play Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Rare Candy, Garchomp. And so I'm gonna Hydrolander for 160 here.
Okay, so I'm up to 230.
1 there. I'll put 2 onto the Riolu. 1 onto the barrel and 2 onto Riolu.
Alright.
Or Lucario.
Okay. Draw. Radiant. Tsareena. My hand is bad. My hand is bad. Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah. I mean, the Hydrolander kills.
Well, I can kill the Hydro. I can kill on Garchomp.
I have the backup Garchomp though.
Oh, right.
Already built up.
Yeah, yeah.
And Lucario's up. Like even a Braviary kills 2, 3, takes 1, 2, 3, 4 prizes.
Yeah, and then you just need bosses.
I
don't have Braviary. I have two battle VIPs.
I mean, I also have like the funny part is that you going into Braviary, I have Counter Catcher, which puts you to 1 prize and makes me ahead.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And if you need like Iono plus other cards, and like a barrel to draw.
I'll Chop Kick and then just heal for 30, and then you just smack me in the jaw.
Let's come up, chomp, chomp, chomp. Might as well for the video. Wait, you're at 180. It still kills.
Yeah, it still kills.
Yeah, chomp, 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 chomp.
Hydrolander.
Let's go.
GG's. Yeah, the Panic Mask. I think it's like 2 Panic Mask in here. I would like to see a 3rd Panic Mask, maybe.
Okay.
Or maybe if there are 3, maybe.
The other
Arvin or something
have been playing Vanillix.
I have heard about that.
Which you are now forced into 4 rare candies, which means you're heavy on the evolution side of things. But if you get that set up, you don't even need it because Pokemon with 40 HP less remaining cannot attack. So your Tsareena plays become very, very relevant. Rather than it just preventing the damage, it's good. Yeah. I think a mixture of the 2 is good, where you still want a Panic Mask in certain situations, but the Vanillix can really help. But yeah, I mean, if they get sniped, if anything happens, it's really good. Yeah. It can be really difficult for you to play. Like obviously, Panic Mask, the Lost Vacuum game 1 was kind of insane. Yeah, I didn't even think about it until I like saw it in my hand. I was like, no, dude, you just get rid of it and
don't worry about it.
I'll make sure to send you over my Garchomp list.
Oh yeah, totally.
So if anybody who's watching likes what I'm building, I didn't get to showcase Groudon, but the reason I like Groudon is that it's functioning as your 4th Lucario essentially, and this is a cleanup card. This is like you use this as your last attack essentially to KO something that is already damaged and or is there to clean up, because reloading onto a Lucario is easier because of Roaring Resolve, and it only needing 2 energy to attack with the 3 energy to attack. I was playing Pokemon League Headquarters, but then I started to realize how bad that was with Groudon being able to attack. And I do like Manaphy over Jirachi right now just because of simply what we talked about earlier, just the not being able to attack is really good. The barrel line is amazing, and Garchomp itself is a very strong Pokemon. But another part is that obviously he has the lightning weakness, but your Lucarios take care of Miraidon very, very easily, where they only need 2 energy on them to KO almost everything in their build. I think Radiant Greninja is the best Radiant Pokemon in this build. Some people have played Cheryl because then you can just heal off of your Garchomp and then reattach.
Yeah, that was a card I was looking for a while. I had it in hand and then you Iono'd me. Cheryl would have been big.
Really, really, really good there.
Yeah, the Lucarios are so solid, especially with Hydrolance. It's such a good combo.
Yeah, it's Lucario is, I think, being able to hit like relevant numbers and being a single prizer is where it's so strong. And what I have noticed in many games is how I'm considering the prize mapping for people and how they have to beat me is like, okay, they have to take 5 attacks, 5 total KOs to win the game. Am I right with that? 2 off the Garchomp and then 4 single prizers is what I'm hoping to set them up with.
Got it. Yeah.
So that's 5 total KOs.
Assuming you only need to go into 1 Garchomp. Yeah.
I save the second Garchomp so in situations to where it can't be KO'd, but I can go into it if I need to if I end up behind. Lucarios do all the work, Groudon does the work, and you don't mind, like, again, you don't mind if they kill an early Riolu or Gible or Cleffa or something like, or Bidoof or something like that, or even Radiant Greninja, because it's still making their prize mapping awkward, and that's the whole point against other decks. And I will hope to, when we do another one of these, to showcase Garchomp against maybe PAL hands, because I don't know how it'll do against that. But
that's an interesting matchup because PAL can easily take a 1-hit KO onto Garchomp. And then, hands has the ability to make Lucario, a 2-prizer, but then you have a really good follow-up if you have a second Lucario set up. So it's it'd be an interesting matchup. So yeah, we could definitely try that.
I think that'll be super fun, especially with you getting the test. I think that this is a tier 2 deck. I think that it has potential to do well. You could see it in the top 32 of an event. Rarely might not make a top 8, similar to how Blastoise has felt, where the deck is good and has really good potential, and it's kind of more going to be based on what type of support those types of decks get. And I think water Pokemon right now have the best support, but there's something holding back Blastoise. But I think you just have to go the Bibarel over the Pidgeot. Yeah. That's a whole other video in its own. And the Garchomp itself is like, what is it missing? And I don't know if it is. I just think I have to pilot it properly, because you can, so many times when I've been playing solitaire hands and just testing it, I have ran into issues where I didn't calculate my energy properly, and I end up with too much energy in the discard. The Super Rod I pitched early because I thought I wouldn't need it, and then I have no other way to power up a second Garchomp. Where I was relying on the Garchomp in the active to be the acceleration for everything, but then my Garchomp probably dies in a situation, and I can't get energy back onto a backup Garchomp. So I've been trying to really see those plays, recognize it. And the other part of I love deck tech talk, sorry, but the other part of the Groudon that I really like, and I will read the card when I eventually find it. It's definitely on the bottom for sure. Now that I'm doing this, yes, sure is. Groudon is very similar to Chen Pao. It's discard 4 energy from your Pokemon.
So you can use it to take a big hit if you have your Lucarios stacked.
Yes, if they're set up, you can Groudon off a Lucario that you're not going to attack with, or some situation for energy, and then you can leave the Groudon in to go 240 pretty easily. And you can also discard 2 energy if it's a single prizer, or depending on what you need to. So this card feels very versatile. I had to leave the escape rope in the switch in because it does have 3 energy retreat costs. So this is something that can be a liability in those situations.
So you have to start it.
Yeah, so I've been also making use of the free retreaters, so I don't end up in situations where I don't have to use my switches and escape ropes in situations where I will always want to have it for Groudon, or in situations like that last game we had where you left the 2. I have no energy on the Lucario, but I have the switch to get it out after it exhausts its resources.
Yeah.
Dude, thanks for the games. And
Yeah, man.
thanks for letting me chat about it. I
Garchomp.
love tech talking.
Garchomp looks like I haven't seen it yet, so I haven't seen it online. Yeah. I swear, online all I play is Roaring Moon, so it's nice to.
That's all I play too, man. It's everybody's playing, yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Thanks
for
for the
man.
games.
No problem.
Stay awesome, everybody.
Take care.